Good evening and welcome to this recording where I'm going to be talking about the CIMA qualification. My name is Lewis and I am with Graduate School of Accounting. To start with, I'm just going to go through who is Graduate School of Accounting and what do we do. We are a CIMA tuition provider, which means our processes and what we do has got a stamp of approval from the Chartered Institute of Management Accounting. We are registered and accredited with the Quality Council for Trade and Occupations, which is a regulatory body in South Africa that regulates the delivery of these qualifications. We are also accredited with the Chartered Institute of Procurement and Supply. We deliver tuition and manage exams. We also offer ICB qualifications, that is financial accounting, bookkeeping, business management, and office administration. We are a Pearson VUE authorized testing center. We manage and we deliver CIMA exams. We manage and deliver SIPS exams, and we also manage and deliver all Pearson VUE IT certifications such as Microsoft, Amazon. The list is endless. But tonight and today, I'm going to be talking about studying CIMA. Why study CIMA? It's one of the most respected, influential, and relevant management accounting body globally. If you study CIMA, it opens doors for you globally. You don't have to prove wherever you go, where did you study your qualification, because it carries global recognition. It's a qualification that combines finance, accounting, and business management, making it an all-rounder qualification that gives you business age leading skills. Where does CIMA sit on the SAQA framework? The CIMA certificate in business accounting is NQF level 5. The CIMA operational level, which is our diploma in management accounting, is NQF level 6. CIMA management level, which is advanced diploma in management accounting, is NQF level 7. And once you finish the strategic level and you submit and get approval for your PER, practical experience requirements, then you get NQF level 8. Fantastic. This is just where it sits on the qualification framework. Personally, I feel it's worth more than that. However, this is based on the regulation in South Africa. But just to check something and to show you something, the NBA from all traditional universities in South Africa is NQF level 9. But when you look at students who come with MBAs, where they sit, where they start CIMA, they start at management level. That shows you how powerful CIMA is in comparison to these other qualifications. So most employers, when they want to fund your studies, when they want to give bursaries, they want to look where does your qualification sit and where is it on the qualification framework. So these are the NQF levels for the CIMA qualification. Where do you start? If you want to consider CIMA, where is your entry point? So if you come in with a certificate, with a matric or ordinary certificate, you start at foundation level, which is certificate level. What I've done, I've put the self-tailored route and I also put your finance leadership route, just to show what's your entry point. But remember, the self-tailored route and the finance leadership, they're just different ways of studying the CIMA qualification. The qualification in the same, I will explain the difference just a little bit later. So if you come in with a degree, bachelor's degree, BCom degree, a degree in any other field that is not accounting related, you start at operational level, regardless of which route you take. If you come in with a bachelor's degree or a degree that is a specialization in accounting, then finance leadership route gives you an advantage. You start at management level. However, the self-tailored route might ask you to start at operational level. And honors in management accounting start at management level. MBA holders and CIPA members, they start at management level. And SAQA members, chartered accountant in South Africa, they start at strategic level. They get the bed. benefit of everything. So this is just a grid to show you where you start with your CIMA qualification. However, this is just a grid that I'm giving you. Final confirmation of where you start comes from CIMA. What it means is you need to email copies of your qualification to CIMA. They will look at it and they will confirm in writing what exemptions. It might differ from this grid that I'm sharing here. So it's just a disclaimer there. Lewis is just sharing the grid, but confirmation comes from CIMA. There's also another pathway for executives who might have been in senior management positions for many, many years, and they want to study CIMA. If you're a CFO, the CFO route, if over 10 years or more of senior executive position, you might get into strategic case study. If you've got 7 years, you might go into management level, 6 years management level, and 3 years operational level. This is a route that CIMA are very rigorous about. They will need you to make an application, submit your details. They'll rigorously verify it and go through it, and then they'll determine where you start. Let's look at the overview of the entire CIMA qualification. This is the structure of the CIMA qualification. Right at the bottom, you see there is the certificate level, which I put 4 subjects. I'm just going to use the subject codes, make it easy. BA1, BA2, BA3, BA4, they are laid out there. If you complete 4 of those subjects, you get a certificate in business accounting. You move on to the next level, which is operational level. You do P1, E1, and F1 plus the case study to get your diploma. You do the same on the management level. You do E2, P2, E2, and the case study. Strategic level, P3, E3, F3 case study. It's very important to note that on the certificate level, there is no case study. Just pass those 4, you get your certificate in business accounting and QF level 5. However, once you get that, you go on the operational level. You need to pass all 3 subjects before you do your case study. You cannot do your case study before you pass P1, E1, and F1. And also, you can't go right the management level case study before passing the operational level case study. Okay. So once you get to the end strategic level, right at the top is your membership. You submit your practical experience requirements, get approved, and you are, yes, CGMA, Chartered Global Management Accountant. So that's the structure of the qualification. And this is the CGMA competence framework to make sure that you are business ready. Your case study is examined based on the competence framework, and the requirements differs based on which level you are, whether operational level, management level, or strategic level. I'll speak about that in a different recording. How long does it take, CIMA? Very subjective and debatable question, but it all depends. There are a number of factors that comes into play on how long it takes you to complete CIMA. It could be based on your exemptions. The more exemptions you get, the fewer exams that are remaining for you to complete. However, exemptions might work or might not work for you. Again, also depends on how quickly you take your exams. CIMA exams are on demand, which means you can write them as quick as you can. It also depends on whether you pass your exam first time or not. If you pass your exams first time, the quicker you progress. However, on average, it takes 3 months per subject. So if you work with that, you see it takes you on average 1 year to complete each level. How difficult it is? It's not difficult. However, it requires 3 things that I've identified in the CIMA journey: dedication, discipline, and commitment. You cannot leave it for the last minute to take 1 week leave from work and try to do it. You need to do small things consistently to build up to your exam. It also depends on your background and where you're coming from. Students who come with BCom degrees in accounting, they might find some areas easier than others. If you come on with a non-financial accounting degree, you might find out some subjects difficult than others. But in general, it's not a difficult qualification. It needs dedication, discipline, and commitment. The exam structure, this is specifically for the self-tailored route. You write one objective test per subject. The objective test is a test that you do either for P1, E1, or F1, the individual subjects. And after doing those three subjects, you do your integrated case study. So the only objective test, I'll make another recording specifically for that, but you write your exam on demand. These exams are available throughout the year, 365. You can write at home remotely, or you can go to a testing center. It's composed of short questions, multiple choice, data entry, drag and drop, etc., etc. To pass the exam, you need to get a minimum score of 100. So it's graded out of 150, and you get 100 or more. The integrated case study is based on a pre-scene. It's 3 hours long, marked by an examiner, and to pass, you need 80 out of 100. Watch out for my next recording that I'm going to be talking about the integrated case study and also about the objective test. What are our tuition options that are offered by Graduate School of Accounting? We've got on-demand online classes that you can access for 6 months, 12 months, or 18 months. So you can access them at any time. You can start at any time. They give you all the resources in the portal. We have live virtual classes that we run via Zoom over a period of 10 to 12 weeks. We have got case study workshops that we run over 4 weeks just before the exam. And we've got our supported distance learning. This is how you can actually pay for your fees if you are doing our on-demand online classes, our virtual classes, our case study workshops, or our supported distance learning. You've got a payment plan where you can pay your fees over 4 months, 40% deposit, the balance spread over 3 equal installments, 0% interest. That's beauty. Then we've got the finance leadership route, which is the most popular. Everyone is going this way. I call it a smarter alternative way of studying CIMA. No objective tests, which was one of the bottlenecks for CIMA, is objective test. With FOP, no objective test. So it's a self-directed tuition program where you get all your learning loaded in a portal. Instead of doing objective tests are replaced by skills competence testing. What does that mean? It means all the assessment. So your learning is broken down into learning areas, and for each learning area, you get assessed. And these assessments, the beauty of them, they are not timed. You can do them as many times as you can. If you don't get it right, the system generates a new set of questions. So it tests your real understanding, your rigorousness, and it gives you an opportunity to study more flexible. Okay. So the entry routes, I've mentioned it earlier, so I just highlighted it in yellow, where you start based on your qualification that you've acquired previously. Okay. FOP is sold in subscription model. So with the self-tailored route that I spoke earlier, you can study one subject at a time, at your own pace, and you write your exams at your own time, and things like that. However, with FOP, you buy a subscription package. It's available in 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. Our recommendation is, if you are studying, if your entry point is your strategic level, get a 1 year subscription. If you're starting at management level, get a 2 year subscription. If you're studying from operational level or foundation level, you get a 3 year subscription. You can speak to me to chat more about why we recommend this. These are our standard package that we've got. Once you pay your subscription fee, it includes your registration fees, it includes your annual subscription fees. It gives you 2 exam tokens for each case study, which means if you go in for your case study first time and you don't make it, you don't have to worry about paying again. You just book your exam and you sit again. So 2 attempts for each case study. For me, it's cheaper in the long run than the traditional route. The traditional route, the self-tailored, every time you fail an exam, you pay again. But with FLP1, there are no objective tests, so you are not going to pay any objective test exam fee. Two, you get 2 exam tokens for each case study. In self-tailored route, you pay every time you book an exam. All learning areas are included with your FLP, and a case study exam review course is available. The Kaplan integrated workbook is available. The platform has got some videos embedded in the learning. There are live online classes that are available for your case study. There are mock exams that you get. You get 3 mock exams that are marked, graded, and you get feedback. So that's our standard package. If you want our premium package, you get the same that I explained earlier, but on top of that, Graduate School of Accounting is going to give you live additional classes. We have got our experienced tutors that have been teaching CIMA for over a decade. So they'll take you through what you need in the technique and how you easily score marks for the examiner. We also give you tasks that you complete weekly and you submit to your tutor for marking. We give you mock exams that is complete and submit, and they would access to our tutor unlimited until the exam day. That's our premium package. Then we've got our comprehensive package. This one is designed for students who say, you know what, I need to progress as quick as possible, but I might have some gaps that I might have because I haven't studied in a while. So on top of everything that we spoke about earlier, you get all that. But what you're going to do in addition, we give you classes for P1, E1, F1, P2, E2, F2, P3, E3, F3. So we get you classes for all CIMA subjects as long as your subscription is active. So that's our comprehensive package. So this is how the CIMA FLP assessment structure looks like. When I put a disclaimer here, it might have changed because in December 2024, there was an update on the CIMA FLP platform. So you might find the competency might have increased, or the skill set might have increased. All the topics definitely, because some topics were taken out, some topics were added on. So this is based on the 2024 structure. How long does it take to complete CIMA FLP? Well, if you are just going in through the strategic level, 4 to 6 months time, you should be done. Management level takes 6 to 12 months. So is operational level. Foundational level should take you 2 to 3 months. However, this is on average. Some students take quicker, some take a little bit longer. So it depends on how quickly you complete your skills and competencies. Right. We've also come up with a subscription plan, a payment plan for FLP. We understand the figures might be a little bit high because it's a package. It's not sold individually. So for 1 year, you can pay your fees over 6 months. For 2 years, you can pay your fees over 9 months. And for 3 years, you can pay over 12 months. Again, 40% deposit is 0% interest. This is an outline of how your payment plan will look like. Okay. This is another reason to study CIMA. I decided to put at the end, it's a game changer. CIMA is an alternative route to SAQA. The new agreement between CIMA and SAQA is that CIMA members don't have to do all the ITC exams, but you do one qualified board exam to become SAQA member. However, this, again, I have to emphasize, is you make an application to SAQA, they will determine case-by-case basis what you need to do for your conversion. But the bottom line is that, yes, you can do a conversion from CIMA to SAQA. This is our contact details, our office number, our office WhatsApp line, and my direct number if you want to speak to Lewis. Drop me a WhatsApp on 076-512-4120 or drop me an email on lewis@GraduateSA.co.za. Thank you so much for watching and goodbye. I'll see you next time in my next recording.